This is CPM Precalculus, Chapter 2, number 92. Simplify the following rational expressions. Okay, so rational expressions are where we have a numerator and a denominator, and we need to combine these by finding a common denominator, right? So remember, the trick to do this is to multiply this denominator into the numerator and denominator over here, and this one to the numerator and denominator over here. So let's rewrite this. Okay, I have x over x minus 1, and I'm going to multiply this in the numerator and denominator. And I'm allowed to do that because this now is just equal to 1 because it's the same thing over itself, right? Plus x over x plus 1, I'm just copying this term, times, now I'm going to multiply by this term in the numerator and denominator. Okay, so what that gives me is a common denominator, right? These both have x minus 1 times x plus 1, x minus 1 times x plus 1. All right, so let's go ahead and find the numerators together and have them both over a common denominator, x minus 1 times x plus 1. In the numerator, I have, let's distribute this, right? So I have x squared plus x. I'm just distributing the x here. And here I have plus x squared minus x. Right? I'm distributing this x across here as well. Okay? So let's combine like terms in the numerator. That's 2x squared. X and negative x cancel out, right? These cancel out. And in the denominator, I have x minus 1 times x plus 1. Alright? So usually this is how we want the answer, and box it and we're done. Except when we have a common, very common denominator here, we want to actually go ahead and multiply that across, because that's going to give us 2x squared over 1. Multiplying x minus 1 times x plus 1. I'm going to just quickly do it with the box method, right? X times x is x squared. X times negative 1 is negative x. X times positive 1 is positive x. 1 times negative 1 is negative 1. So I have x squared minus x plus x minus 1. And I can see quickly that, oops, minus x here. Sorry, let me rewrite this. X squared minus x plus x, right, minus 1. And I can see quickly that these can cancel out because minus x and positive x cancel out. So I have 2x squared over x squared minus 1. All right. I can box this as my answer. This would be an acceptable answer too. Okay. But this one here, because now we have the denominator as the difference of squares, we can easily get to something like this. Okay. So that ends part A. Let's go on to part B. Part B, we're given another expression, right? This first one is 2x. What is in the denominator here? Well, in the denominator here is just 1, okay? So how do we get a common denominator to add these? Well, we are just going to multiply the first term by x plus 2 over x plus 2, right? That's going to give us a common denominator and allow us to go ahead and combine the numerators, right? So then we're going to be able to put it, that's equal to that. Let's put it all over x plus 2 is the common denominator because 1 times x plus 2 is just x plus 2. So let's distribute the 2x, right? So that's 2x squared plus 4x, and then we have minus 4, all right? So that is what we're pretty much done there, right? We can box our answer. If we want, we can factor the numerator and make it look a little nicer. That's going to be we're going to be able to factor out a 2 here because all these terms are divisible by 2. Then we're left with x squared plus 2x minus 2, right? All over x plus 2. All right? So that is acceptable too. So either one of these is great. And this ends now CPM Precalculus Chapter 2, number 92.